going to be a weird show. Thanks for coming back. Welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I'm your host, Luke Schwartz. Bunch of good door guys with us today. To my left, Joe Marrese.
Hey, everybody.
Across from him, Saul Trujillo.
What's up, y'all?
And then newest door guy, congrats, Anthony Amorello.
Yeah,
Thanks. What's going on?
Congratulations.
No longer security, wanted to make the move.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah. You and me
I was
both.
like, he's moving to New York.
Yeah.
See you later, Anthony.
How does the transition go down? Do you just ask or what?
Begged.
He made a plea.
Yeah. I
Every
made a
Wednesday,
play.
every Wednesday in the belly room. Not every Wednesday anymore. They took our shows away from us sometimes.
Cool.
Which is good. We're an artist colony. You know, Richie loves saying how, you guys are here to do comedy.
Yeah.
And then take away our shows. Great. So check on the website when we're performing, and we'll be surprised that day also. If you tip at the door, we'll shout you out. Hit me on Insta if you did that. That's been successful, but I don't have any for this week. Shout out Big Bad Brad and Mike Z and Shannon, always coming through, showing love.
All the regulars.
And Gino from Speedweed. Always, if you need some Speedweed, you can go to Speedweed. Man, it was a long, short week this week, and Anthony's a new door guy as of this week.
Yep.
Congrats, buddy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your mom came last Monday.
Yeah, she flew back with me, which was nice after they forced me to take a sabbatical. She came back, which was cool. Because she definitely didn't understand. She's 70 years old and Armenian. She didn't understand what any of this was, so it was nice to show her.
She didn't ask before this, or
No, she did, but she just still didn't get it. It was just like, oh, Anthony's trying to do comedy, and then Frank Castillo was the one that really put it in perspective, put it in Armenian mother perspective,
Sure.
where he was like, becoming a door guy is like getting accepted to an Ivy League school of comedy. That's how he equated it, and that lit my mother up. She was so happy to have something like that.
You can hang your hat on that.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a mom in outside Boston,
Yep.
Boston.
Outside Boston.
There you
Worcester.
go.
My son's a premium clown now.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
I like that analogy though. That's good.
Yeah, it really hit. It's much easier for people that don't understand comedy to equate it to something like that, I think.
Sure, yeah. It's like the magic castle of you tell your mom that totally unhelpful.
What is that?
Yeah.
I went to the Magic Castle recently. Shout out Nick Dopich and Kaylee. Also, Kaylee was a little bit of help.
Yeah, I want to go to that. It's got to be fun.
Was it fun?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I go once every other year or so, and it's fun. It's
had
really fun to walk around.
Zero. I don't
Interest?
even know. No, not interest. I
Oh.
just don't even know. Is it where they go up there and they do magic? Is it a 15-minute set? I don't get it.
Well, they do go up there and do magic.
Yeah,
Obviously, I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean, but what? I don't know.
They've got 6 or 7 or 8 bars. They've got rooms everywhere. They have 5 belly rooms. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah.
They've got the close-up one. That's a really cool one. They've got 2 big theaters. They got bar shows here. They got an open mic room down here. All the bartenders are Hollywood didn't make it funny guys.
They have open mic magic,
Yeah.
open micer magic magicians.
Yeah, but there's a really a legend, an Argus Hamilton type there who's doing really good stuff. He was Sinatra's guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's like, look, it's real fucking magic, okay, guys?
Yeah.
It really is cool. Yeah, that place fun.
Yeah, it's got to be an experience. You got to go one time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did all those Tammy Joe shows in the parking lot of the Magic Castle. They would not let us inside.
Right, you have to be wearing a suit or whatever.
And they were like, you heathens, stay out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
There's a dress code
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it's black tie. Yeah.
Ugh. For magic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's cool to make
For
you
good magic.
Okay.
and they make you take it seriously, so they take themselves they take themselves,
Oh.
and you don't if you take yourself super seriously like that, and you can charge a premium, you don't want to see people in flip flops and the hats that say Cali with the bear on them. You obviously got on Hollywood Boulevard 45 minutes ago.
none of those.
We got him here.
Or at a drugstore, at a 7-Eleven on a hat rack for sure.
And it's members only, isn't it? You got to know someone to
Members
get
only,
in.
or you have to be invited by a
Yeah, you
member.
got to be.
You can buy
Yeah.
a ticket and a dinner, and you can get in.
Oh, really?
To know a member is nice.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's basically open to the public now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It
I
always
always thought it
kinda
was.
has been.
I thought it was
always thought
invite only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
invite
Yeah,
only.
I mean, you buy a ticket and buy a dinner, and they let you.
Okay.
We were, that was a cool time. But let's see. Let's go through the week. Last Monday, Anthony was here and did his first set on Potluck as a
Yeah, that
door
was
guy.
cool.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
And Mom was here.
Mom was here. She called. My mom's sober for 7 years, so
Okay.
she's just now. What she does is just anyone that takes a sip of alcohol, she's like, that guy has a problem. She was on overload here.
Well, there's a lot of problems here. Then.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
she-
there's only this place is a problem.
Yeah.
As
It's a
we were
2-item
walking,
minimum
The
problem.
comedy store
Mom.
is a
Yeah.
drinking problem.
yeah, as we were walking out, she was like, Anthony, I'm very happy for you, but I'm worried for you. And I was like, you should be. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
appropriate feeling to have.
Very good mothering.
Yeah.
Accurate mothering. Sure. And who hosted?
Quincy.
That's
Oh yeah, it was Quincy.
Quincy who ranked all the open micers. Did you see that part?
Yeah, he likes to pick a winner for
Yeah.
his next time he hosts, he wants to put them on friends and family.
Yeah, I think it comes from a good place, but I think it weirds people out in the audience for like who they it's kind of like makes it a competition and
Yeah, I think that's kind of not really the vibe you want.
I think
yeah.
it's not the vibe I want, and I guess
Yeah.
it's the vibe he wants, and it works out.
Who came in last, Quincy? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a first, but that means it's a last.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday worked with Saul in the OR. That was a
Fun.
good shift.
That was a lot
and,
of fun.
That's
That's where I came on as an employee. I've been working here a year, and I was like, I'm gonna learn cover for the first time in my life.
I made you work. Yeah, I told you to work.
Hilarious.
Was that the night we had like a lot of big? Was that all the guests? Was that the guest list?
There was a lot of groups. There was a lot of guest lists. There was,
Was that like that was Mark Maron's guest list, or was that
no?
last week? That was the week before. I
yeah, it was
already
the
did
week
that with
before.
Joel.
Yeah.
This week we had those two guys come in late that were it was slow. It's been slow or something recently.
Yeah, and there was two very drunk Mexican dudes.
Yeah.
They came in, and then I was like,
They had like a Mexico shirt on. Like,
yeah, they were just walk ups. I let them walk up, and I was like, they're clearly drunk, but I was still like, all right, you're fine. And I should not.
I
should
opened
not
the
have.
curtain and the guy almost fell, and I was like, Saul,
Yeah.
damn, bro. And Saul was like, oh shit, I didn't know they were that drunk.
I didn't see him walk.
Yeah, I think
saw
if
him
they
just
have
stare.
that look in their eye, we got to not let
but
people in.
they had their look in those legs. They were not standing up straight.
They had to walk in their legs.
I could barely walk them in. They were they were getting chippy already, and I was like, guys,
They
just be
ruled though.
cool. They were fine, and
I
like
kicked them out.
but they were like good vibes. So like they're yelling out, being like, yeah, man, like, and I go, guys, don't yell. And one of them goes, oh, I totally get it, man. And one of them goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, no, don't worry. And I was like, okay, thank you, man. And then they yelled a little bit more, and Saul went to kick him out.
I was like, hey guys, I gotta give you your money. You guys are just too loud.
Yeah,
You're too
you
drunk.
gotta
And they're
go.
like, we totally get it. And they laughed and then walked out.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys
You came
rule.
with the money is very smart. Yeah, that's good. Just their walk up refunded right away.
Hey, should this door be shut or no? That one.
No,
Oh, that
it's
one
okay.
stays open. Okay.
The other one's shut, but thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of yelling out, I had I think you guys are with me as far as like policing the room goes. Like I don't like any talking at all. Like I had someone tell me that I ruined their night last week by telling
stop talking.
this woman to stop. Like
Yeah.
I don't like any kind of back and forth with the comic. Like if someone says something
Good for
and-
you. I like that.
and then someone's like, "Yeah, you go" or whatever, like I go up to them right away. I don't like that.
Do you tell
And
them
I think you guys
specifically,
would-
I don't like that?
No, I
Like that?
say, guys,
This is against the rules.
no, I just go up to them. I just say, "Get up." No, I say, no, I just politely say, "Guys, please, you can't talk. Just have fun and just laugh." And then they make a sad face because they want to interact. But
Of course, they want to talk, and the comedy show is not the place for you. I'm sorry you made a bad call on
Yeah.
what you wanted to do.
and I might be hypersensitive on that, but no, I think that's the right call because then if they say something else you like, then you're just gonna yell out again, And
Have you worked-
you mean well, but you're throwing the show off. You're messing
I
with their
shush
timing.
the servers.
Have you worked an Ingram shift yet?
If the servers are loud, I shush
Yeah,
them.
they're loud too.
They're talking. I go.
If I worked a what shift?
Rick Ingram, like during when Rick Ingram's on.
Well,
like,
no,
'cause
that's the thing. Yeah, I know. Well, see, I have a good judge of. I know which comics will interact.
Mhm.
So if I know it's a comic that doesn't do that, that's when I'll do it. But no, I know, like a Rick Ingram, I'll let it go.
Ma'am, I don't
Sure.
care if he asked if you're Asian or not. Could you?
But
But I think Joe's talking like conversation just to the table also.
well, yeah, there's that too, and then
Or you were talking about talking back to the comic.
talking back to the comic, but also that too. Yeah,
Yeah, people just talking.
even
I go,
talking at the
I
table.
just let the show come to you.
Yeah,
We'll do everything else.
Yeah.
I know he asked if you guys are a couple or not because you.
They're trying to figure it out. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was Tuesday was a lot of that long night.
So long. These nights have been long. It's been longer. I think.
Pell's
But
been dropping by, but not go. Did he go up the other night?
I heard he
No,
didn't
he-
go up.
No,
Yeah.
No,
he
he
brought some
showed up.
heavy hitters.
Yeah, I think he showed up and then he
But
just left.
ASAP and Rihanna, that was pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
just for the hang, huh?
Yeah, just for the hang, because I think he was planning to go up in Belly Room, but Belly Room had just ended. So he was like, yep, and he just like hung out in the back bar all night.
In the past, haven't they just like when the show ended, he was like, we'll just do another show for him. Hasn't that happened before?
It has happened, yeah, but it did not happen the other night. So that's just it. Yeah, it's luck of the however he wants to do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Management definitely caters to him.
I mean, as they should, I
Without a
guess.
doubt.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
That's like the last time he was filming here in the Belly Room. It was that night. It was like a couple nights after he got attacked at the Hollywood Bowl. Do you remember that? Yeah, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like everybody was like on high alert, and I think Chris Rock walked on stage when he wasn't supposed to, and he kind of like ruined the filming. And they were in the back of the green room after the show, and they were trying to figure out if they were trying to do another show. And I was sitting there with Jen, Adam, and maybe Vinny. I don't remember, but we were all just like goofing around, and both his security guards were like, "Hey, be quiet. Dave's having a meeting." And Jen was like, "Is this my building? Like, am I in charge here?" Right?
Yeah.
And then Adam was just like, under his breath, was like, "Fuck you guys." And these two were like, "What'd you say? What'd you say?" And Adam turned around and he's like, "What? You want a shirtless arm wrestle?"
Oh, yeah.
And these two just like were confused and puzzled. But yeah, they definitely run the show. It was the coolest thing I've ever
the
seen.
classic,
Adam.
Adam the server story.
These dudes
Yeah.
being like
Adam
300
Server?
pounds.
Yeah, I was listening to it as EGIT.
Yeah,
for
me
a little
too.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam the server, which
Yeah.
I think-
5'3" Adam the
Yeah,
server.
you want a
And he
shirtless
doubled
arm
down-
wrestle.
he
Yeah,
doubled
that's
down
a
on
classic
it.
story on
That's
this one.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want a shirtless arm wrestle? Yeah, that's good stuff. So we do cater to Chappelle for sure.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, he was around the other day too. I don't know. There's been the group text has been
Chappelle pulled up.
Very
Chappelle
silly.
pulled up.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
think
been here in a
Friday's
week.
very
Saturday.
silly.
It's like,
Yeah.
Chappelle pulled up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not there when Chappelle's there.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd rather not be here.
As fans, they'd be like, well, why not? Like, you know.
You don't have to, like, as fans, obviously it's really cool, but like I guess and I'm still thinking of it like from a security standpoint, it's the worst when he shows up.
Yeah, if you're there till 3, 4 a.m. Yeah.
And you
wanna
just
do
have to have to cater to all his friends too. It's not just him.
They're not all
Yeah.
great either.
No, a lot
Some of them are Bianca.
Yeah.
Like, dare I say, I mean, his security, but like, I'm not a fan of his security. They're not the
I
best
like them
guys.
all. I think they're all great.
Yeah. Well, his one driver is cool. Was his what's his name? I forget. Tony.
There
maybe?
was a Tony driver,
Yeah, he
but
was
I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Okay.
That was for a couple years. He had an old white dude with a mustache, Tony.
Oh, Tony, that dude sounds like he rips.
Yeah,
he was
cool.
fine. I don't know how. From our interactions, he was great, but like I don't know what kind of man he was. You know, like, I don't know where he's been. What
Yeah.
life he's
Family.
lived. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't endorse it. I just had a okay time hanging
chill,
out.
chill.
Yeah. He seemed chill and nice or whatever. It was star-studded. I worked the event Sunday, which was wild.
I gave you that shift, or I asked you to take it.
Yes, I took. Yes,
And
sure.
then that's no. I'm like I'm happy to hear what I missed.
Okay, so it was a pretty chill, easy event, and these are it's like they had the seating they wanted. They moved the tables around. We moved chairs out. Main room front's gonna have to move that back today, and sorry about that. We didn't move any of the chairs back, and it was just like there's a museum on the East Coast in a town, and they do comedy museum, and they were doing there's a foundation, of course, that works with them, and they were doing a honoring of the Schlatters, George and his wife, and they did Laugh-In, which is a show your parents liked.
Okay.
Laugh-In, yeah. So it was a lot of cool people, but the vibe was like old white Hollywood. Have it like like a lot of B-listers and a few A-listers actually. Lily Tomlin came. Goldie Hawn came. That was really cool.
Dang.
She had paparazzi come out for that one. People were really snap-a-lapping. And Bill Maher came. But like people that were laughing important, I guess.
That's cool.
And yeah, it was
that's
cool. They
cool.
were like Fetterman was here, of course, because that Wayne Fetterman.
Oh yeah, Wayne's great.
Because
Yeah,
he
I love
basically,
Wayne.
I mean, that's a description of him as an event about comedy. It's like, oh, Wayne's gonna be there. Yeah, but it was. I tried to keep my head down. I just was like, if anyone asks me for anything, I will get them everything, and then in the meantime, just don't stick out. Just stand in a doorway, stand to the side of a doorway and nod at people. Just like not, I was just like, let it coast by off a duck's back. Just that's how I worked. I've worked enough of these that I'm like, I'm not seating anybody. They're seating everybody.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Did you guys eat?
Oh, and the food was.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit talk them, but it was like not good. But it was great.
Yeah. It was fun.
You know, it was fun. Like you heat up a bunch of bags of Trader Joe's stuff, and then you serve it to people.
Yeah.
That was what it was. Oh my god!
And it's just like, yeah, and then people, and then like, of course, staff was like, "We gotta get some." And I was like, "It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get some."
Yeah.
Brandon Bricks working the thing, comes with a full plate, just in the middle of everyone eating. He's just like in line with everybody.
Yeah. Of course.
No awareness. He doesn't
I'm getting
care.
my thirds and fourths right now.
Yeah.
He loads up his plate, is walking. Lily Tomlin is walking in. They have like set up for photos stuff, backgrounds, and they can click, click, click. And a couple people are taking her photo, and Bricks is like storming around the corner. I'm like, Bricks. And he goes, huh? And I go, just stand here. And he turned around very kind of almost smooth and like stood up against and let Lily Tomlin and her couple people pass by. And then he like, had his whole plate of food in his comedy store. It was like, yeah, that's the place.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna drop any food. He's smooth that way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did use
Oh, yeah.
centrifugal for like,
Yeah.
you keep the water in the bottle like that, like that kind of. Yeah,
Bricks.
yeah.
Is that-
Love being in the back patio, hearing his conversation on the front patio.
Yeah.
Does it ever get weird seeing, like, you worked here for a while, seeing paparazzi? Is that like a weird thing, or are you desensitized by it?
It's not that weird.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes that happens.
Okay. Because it only happened like twice. I'm here, and I was like, these just weirdos just taking pictures from the corner parking lot. I always thought it was weird.
No, yeah. Sometimes if they go up and like try and sneak one, that's weird. Sometimes you have a guy from TMZ hanging out, like he just has like a big kind of camera, like a shoulder a little bit,
Right.
Yeah.
just like a small shoulder camera, and he's just like, "Hey, I heard someone was coming here," and you go, "Yeah, definitely. They already left though." And you you tell them whatever you want,
You can just say whatever you want. That's fine.
yeah. And I go, I go, where?
Yeah.
It's all right behind you.
Yeah, but they're pretty respectful. They don't step in. They don't go on grounds. They know what they're doing.
Chris Rock, never heard of her. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan's brother,
Yeah.
Tony's brother. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a call. Oh, jeez, I gotta take this. I'm so sorry, you
Yeah.
guys.
Go ahead. No problem.
Hello.
Hey there, it's Argus Hamilton.
Oh, hi, Argus. It's Luke. I'm actually recording the Doorcast right now. I don't know if you knew this.
Doorcast. Oh, that's a great program that is done by all the young bucks
Yeah, well, we try and we're trying to do the next thing. We keep it going. We move it along.
Hey, people are talking to me about it all the time. There was a guy who he actually he used to book. What did he used to book? He used to book the on-site location shoots for the Merv Griffin show.
Oh wow!
1930s.
Was that Merv? Was that Merv the bartender? Merv Griffin?
No, Ryan. No, that's Ryan. Ryan Merv is just a massive man.
Yeah, he is massively talented. You're right.
And so, but he told me, he said, he's this guy who used to book Merv Griffin. He's got dementia, real bad, and he said his granddaughter asked if I could give him some suggestions of some, and I told him to check out the Doorcast with my buddy Luke Schwartz.
Yes, yeah, you finally got there. It's
Nice.
me, Luke Schwartz. You don't have my name saved in your phone. You just it's the most recently dialed.
No, I just remember it all. I just remember every phone number.
You just remember the phone number. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just calling down to give you my event.
Oh yeah. I'm not doing the phones today, Argus. I'm
So
sorry.
What I can do Wednesday.
No, Argus. I'm not doing. I'm not.
Thursday, Friday,
I don't think you're doing
Saturday.
Wednesdays
No,
anymore. But
I don't go up on Sunday.
do you like?
ever.
Do you like being on? No. Do you like being on shows with Tom Dreesen? Do you request that?
Oh man, me and Tom. Let me tell you something. Me and Tom Dreesen, we were two of the rowdiest young. And I don't like to use this kind of language too frequently, but some rowdy young sons of bitches at the time.
Yeah.
And Mitzi Shore, our godmother Mitzi Shore, she one time, we were up at Crest Hill, and we broke into the neighbor's house. We were high out of our mind on some of the best Peruvian cocaine you've ever even seen. I mean, my cocaine was so white the cops let it off with a warning.
Yeah, I've heard you do that bit in real life too. You just walk around and do your bits from stage. Argus, I got to tell you, it's kind of lame.
So Mitzi caught me and Tom Dreesen at the neighbor's place. Neighbor came over to the Crest Hill house, banging down the door, said, "Hey, there's two young men in my jacuzzi right now, just going at it."
Okay.
And so Mitzi said, "Hey, you're gonna go to rehab. No more."
Okay, well, Argus, thank you so much for call.
Luke,
I do have to go.
Luke, I saw you were golfing today on Facebook, maybe, and I thought I'd give you a golf joke.
Okay, yeah, If you have a golfing joke, I'd love to hear it.
So I don't know if you know this, but at a certain, not sure what year, back 1970 or something, there was actually a Comedy Store golf team.
Okay.
And so it was me, it was Bruce Smirnoff, George Miller, Greg Dean, Jackson Perdue, Lou Deck, Robert Schimmel, Bromfield, Susan Jeremy, Vinnie Curto, Taylor Negron, Murray Langston, the unknown comic, Tom Brown, Willie Tyler, and if you can even believe it, also Lester.
You got Lester. Wow. And Taylor Negron's a pretty good get too.
You know, Lester actually. You ever seen the video of Tiger Woods on the Johnny Carson show?
I don't know if we have time to get into. We have to wrap up. You're running the light like you usually do here, Argus. I gotta tell you, the golf joke.
That day,
Yeah.
when Tiger Woods was on Carson was actually Lester.
Tiger was actually Lester on Carson. Got it.
A little quick golf joke.
Yeah.
You know me on the golf course. Sometimes I go a little wild, and on the golf course, the other guys would actually call me Hitler.
Okay.
And the reason why they called me Hitler is because I was always dying in the bunker, buddy.
Well, Argus, it was almost worth the wait. Thank you so much for calling it. I love talking to you, and maybe we'll talk off air more about all the Willie Tyler and Lester stories you have.
And Willie Tyler was there.
No, I do have to go. I do have to go.
Murray Langston, the unknown comedian.
Yes. Okay, Argus. I am gonna hang up on you now. And I love hearing from you.
with Dean Del Rey.
Argus. Okay. Goodbye, Argus. So he calls me. I think he thinks we're related. I'm not sure. So he calls me a lot.
It's the legend, Argus Hamilton.
He's always telling me his avails, and I got to do. It's Wednesday. I can't. It's not
He
right.
did remind me I didn't do my avails today. I got to text those.
You want to text phones? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
You could drop by, see what they're
I'll
up to
go.
after this.
Pay a visit.
Sunday was crazy. So we all got the free food, and then we were kind of not putting away chairs, hanging out in the back. And Richie goes, "Oh my God!" I go, "Okay, what's up?" He goes, "Fucking big rat just ran in here from outside. It was like not inside. It was came in from the outside. And he saw it scurry in, and he froze. He had a pocket square, and he was like dressed up for like old Hollywood shit. And he went, and he kind of froze. And I got a broom off the wall, and I tried to broom it out.
How big was it?
It was
a rat.
It was a huge mouse. It was
a rat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was about a foot, including the tail, a foot and 3 inches maybe.
Okay.
But very exciting. Got the broom. Was like, okay, I'm gonna stop it from going here. And I thought they were gonna play a little defense. It was Chappelloni and Richie, and they didn't play any defense. And I got it away from there, and they just let it run into the kitchen. I was like, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Not that we have food, so it's not like that big of a. But we got it. We got it out. I'm kind of like playing hockey with the broom, like kind of hitting. The waitresses are all there, kind of talking, freak out. One of them throws their glass of water. It hits me because I'm like, right,
water
she
will get 'em,
she went "Ah!" like threw the water at the rat, and it went all down my leg, and I was like, God, everyone's screaming, and it runs up onto the ramp, and I just get a real good whack at it, and I hit it to the door, and we chased it out. But it was very exciting. I was like, what was it water you threw at me? Not like some vodka tonic, hopefully, that I'd smell like shit for the rest of the night. And
One rat took almost the whole staff out.
Yeah, well, yes, it was like a wave, like it was very 50s sitcom, like
Even when
ladies
we
up
had,
on the table.
Even when we had food, I don't think the rats came in, so that's pretty wild.
Not that used, but yeah, years and years ago, one time I hit that hood that's over all the server stations, and a cockroach just kind of fell out. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, it would freak everybody out. Yeah.
But that was years and years. We're very clean now, probably. Brought to you by
Most
Thirster,
likely,
by the way,
yeah.
one of our sponsors. Haven't been around in a while, but we missed you. That was a lot of Sunday. That was big. Oh, this is what gets me. And Joe, you'll like this because you're a lot guy. We had there was catering in the back parking lot. No one was parked in the lot. There was a sign blocking. And the shift hasn't really started. It's like 2:45. The 3 o'clock's when the things start. No, maybe it was even earlier. But there's this guy who is like skinny white dude, and about to start smoking a cigarette, just kind of like grungy, walking around the parking lot. And we're like, "Hey, can we help you?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just hanging out." Hey, you gotta go. Is that your car out there? He had his car. And he was like, yeah. I was like, you got to move your.
He's not part of the event.
Not part of the event.
Wow.
Had
yeah.
just parked in the driveway, nose in to the Comedy Store driveway.
Oh.
Just at the top of it before the sign?
No, in it. Like right where it says stop employees only. He was parked right in front of that, right where it is our driveway.
Yeah, this place brings that for whatever
well,
reason.
it's Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah,
He's a loco guy, and he was just like, I was like, you gotta go, you gotta get the car out of here. He goes, it has his blinkers on. I go, oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh man, yeah.
Get out of here. And he's like, where do I park? I go, anyway. I lost it a little bit, but like,
it's hard not to.
Someone
lose
else
it
was
in
like, oh, there's a park.
situations.
There's one behind Pink Dot. There's one right here. And so, like, at that point, I was like, you need to go away. You gotta
Yeah,
go.
it's hard to stay cool in those situations because
logic.
then they go
you
back
think
and
logic.
forth with you. It's like, all right, I told you to leave. obviously you can't be here blocking the driveway.
Yeah, I don't want to answer any more of your questions.
Yeah, it's just
I
you have
told
to
you
go.
get out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And you as like a guy, like he had like greasy hair, white dude with like sunglasses, and was like about to smoke a cig.
Yeah.
He had shorts on, and like it's just like not. It wasn't a good vibe. And I was like, get out of here.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Get out of here.
And that's the type of energy you need as a door guy.
Yeah, and he was just hanging around the catering. Like they were like setting up these terrible hot dogs or whatever they're doing. Mac and cheese balls, can you believe it? Not a seasoning in sight.
Yeah.
And they did coleslaw. They had bags of the cabbage. Boy, oh boy, did they! And
It's cheap.
I know. Yeah, they had the chicken sandwiches on like a Hawaiian roll, but there was nothing on that. It was just the chicken. It was like a little tiny. But they were nice people. They were all nice people, and hire them, obviously.
Yeah.
They were good, but catering was bullshit. I had too much of it. It's just, I have no self control. It was like it was fine.
It was free.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Good or bad, free
I did,
food.
that
yeah,
was dinner.
free food.
It was dinner.
You're always gonna eat it.
Yeah, 100%.
It for sure was dinner.
How was your week as a door guy? Like your first week?
Yeah. What's the big difference? None.
Well,
Less pay.
less pay.
Less hourly pay.
Yeah, less pay for sure. And then I didn't realize that we were doing 2 shows in the main room every night now. Is that a thing? Because we did it every night last week.
No, I think it lined up that week, but some nights we will and some nights we won't.
Okay,
And
'cause I
all
was
the
gonna
weekends
say-
and probably Tuesdays or whatever Sam Tripoli's doing. It's really
Yeah. So I was going to say, because I think Tripoli shows were my first ones in the main room. And I was like looking forward to getting out at 11 and not 2:30.
Yeah.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Holtzman didn't get off stage till 2:10.
I
Right.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was for the most part it was easy, but then that guy like was recording Tripoli and Tripoli just ran and leaped off stage and chased that dude down. And that,
Left the mic on stage.
yeah, he was bringing up Chappelle Lacey, and this guy just like stood up on the floor and he had his phone up and he was like, "Sam, I'm recording you a part of such and such." And apparently these people have been like bullying Sam online and like,
Yeah.
That makes sense. He lives a very online life.
yeah, but I guess they like went to his house and took a
Oh,
picture of
God.
his house, and they do this thing where they try to ruin all his shows. And Sam, this dude started yelling, and Sam was like, "You motherfucker," and just leapt off the stage. And the guy clearly didn't know where he was going because he could have just like ran out through the lobby and down the stairs
Yeah.
and never to be seen again. But he ran into the woman's room.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in the room, by the way. I was not currently in the room.
Yeah, I was the only.
He outs himself.
It was me and Chad, and I'm across the room, and Chad was sitting by, like, the woman's room. And I get over there, and Sam just has this guy pinned against the wall, and Chad's just standing there blocking it. And I was like, "This isn't prison, man. Do something. Like, grab this guy." And he was like, "No, let Sam handle it, dog." And I was like, I was still under the impression that I shouldn't be fighting anyone. So I went back to the manager's office and I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, Sam Tripoli is fighting this guy in the women's room right now." And
Chad's reffing it.
yeah. And then I guess that guy ended up getting, like, the sheriffs came and he got arrested. And
Whoa.
Yes, I think he tried to hide at the Ondas or something.
yeah,
Try to hide anywhere.
yeah, he tried. They said I heard Richie said, "We got him in the Ondas," and then he took off down the driveway. And I was like,
Like he's a
Jesus.
He was talking about
Yeah.
totally something else.
Yeah.
There's a grab with his name on it somewhere over there, and he's
He's by
like,
the jacuzzi I swim at. It's like, all right.
That's why. That's pretty.
That was my first night
Intense.
back.
Yeah.
Security guard reason, but you don't have the powers anymore, right?
I mean, I still have my guard card, so I think because like I fought that guy on Saturday, and
You
like,
fought a guy Saturday.
it was a protect Cooper Leiden situation.
Oh.
It was a protect, which I think is just
for
a,
his own. That Cooper, his
it's just a
little mouth
rule
will
of the
run away
Comedy
with
Store
him.
now is protect Cooper Leiden at all costs. Like you can't just like this kid can't control his mouth. He's usually not wrong. And like in this instance, he wasn't wrong, but he's just like
Rude.
a tiny kid.
He
You
can't
know
back,
what I
he
mean?
can't back it.
Yeah, not with a lot of people. I think he could hold his own with some
Me
people.
personally,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
nice.
But like the kid that he was basically what happened was these two people showed up late for the late belly room show, and I was on the patio and I had to go back to the kitchen for something anyways. So I was like, oh, I'll just take you back and you can check in and they'll take care of you. And as I was walking by Cooper, and maybe I just did it too quietly, I just pointed at Cooper and I said, you guys can check in here. And then like I kept walking down the hallway and then I looked and they were still behind me. And I was like, no, you guys got to go back and check in. And that seemed to piss the guy off a little bit.
Yeah.
And they were clearly like pretty lit up. But I finished doing whatever I was doing. I was coming back and I heard Cooper said, no, man, I'm just saying you should probably calm down before you go in the room.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, he should. And then the guy
Calm down is great advice and is
never
so
worked.
hard to hear.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can imagine someone
Yeah.
telling you calm down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But-
It's hard.
That's true. No one ever goes
Hey, calm
along
down,
with calming down. Yeah.
not right.
So
You're
it-
gonna
yeah.
Your blood's boiling.
Yeah.
Like it's such good advice too. It's like calm down. You're like you're right.
Going in juiced up to a comedy show. Like he's not wrong. He definitely.
No,
They
but
were,
you can't tell someone to calm down.
especially when they're like, that guy was pretty lit up. Like, you got to know when someone's drunk enough where you're going to instigate something by telling them to calm down. But, anyways, like, he puffed his chest out at Cooper, and
Sure.
like, Cooper was sitting in the chair, and the guy like got like 2 feet from him. And I was like, all right, you're just not going to come in. Like, if you're already willing to fight the staff, how can I let you into the rest of the building? There's no
Yeah.
accountability for you now.
I don't like that we're rude and brusque, but maybe it's helpful that they get that little taste of it on the way in, because
Yeah.
then they see Sam Tripoli up there.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
a terrible guy.
Well, you know.
Or they see like a Brian Moses or like a someone provoking on purpose. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, you get a little taste of it. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so I told this guy he had to leave, and then he was like, fight me on the sidewalk. And I was like, okay, perfect.
Oh,
that
wow.
works perfect
Yeah.
with my plan, though.
Exactly. Get him out to the sidewalk.
Let's just get him out to the sidewalk, and then I can have whatever security guards stand there, and I walk away, and that's the end of it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But we got to the corner at the belly room sign, and then he put his chest to my chest, and he was like 6'3", but like a javelin, like just all bag of bones. And I picked this dude up by his throat, and I just threw him.
Whoa.
Like, you just don't touch me. Like, as soon as you touch me, I'm going to hit you if you're saying violent things. But I threw him, and he landed on his back. And before I could say anything,
Choke slam.
his girlfriend hit me in the ear solid. Like,
What?
yeah,
Clocked you.
She was the
Holy
much
shit.
better fighter. She got me good. And I just kind of like held her with one arm. And this kid got up and he was like, let's go to the sidewalk. And I was like, we were going, and you stopped the trip to the sidewalk. So now we're walking to the sidewalk, and manager Joe, is standing there. And I just like made eye contact with him and was like, these two can't come back in. And we got to the sidewalk, and the guy immediately tried to fight me again. And I'm not going to lie, I squared up. I did not take my own advice by letting Joe.
Bullshit all day.
Yeah. And then Joe, like, he was like, go away. And I was like walking down the driveway, and then I heard like an, oh, and I turned, and I don't know if it was Joe or Steven, but the guy spit on one of them.
I heard Joe.
Yeah, he spit on Joe, and then I look, and Joe and Steven just have this dude on his back.
The spitting to me is
It's assault.
that's when
that's assault.
I lose my. I don't
yeah.
care if it is
Yeah,
assault.
that's-
If it's assault or not, I don't care. I'm going until I die or you die.
Yeah.
I'm biting your eyeball out of your face.
And then, but like, they already had this dude on his back again, and that girl was causing she was hitting Steven, she was hitting Joe. So I ran over there, and Faji ran over there, and like Steven got the girl under control. Joe was like brushing himself off, and Faji was holding that guy back, and he was like screaming all these gang names at me. I don't remember what they were, otherwise I'd shout you guys out. But
Hey, we love our fans.
But he dropped the M-bomb like 3 times in a row, and Faji was like,
White guy or
I think he was claiming locos, so I can't imagine he was white, but he looked pretty white.
Latinx.
Yeah.
That's probably how he would
Go
identify
ahead and say it
himself.
right now. Latinx, Mexican, whatever you identify. No. N-word is not for us.
Not when Faji is the one closest to you.
The African
You
guy?
know? Yeah.
And I
Come
heard
on.
Faji's shirt came off at one
Yeah,
point.
because Faji, the guy
Well,
dropped.
there were some women tourists around. So
Yeah, Fozzie was flexing.
yeah.
The guy dropped that last one, and Faji was like, "That's it." And the guy, when he said that, the guy just swung at him, and you could see it coming from a mile away. So Faji just like dipped it and then 1-2'd this guy, and he went straight to his knees. And that girl came out of nowhere again and got on Faji's back and just ripped his shirt. And he stood up and he looked like the strongest man to ever live. He just KO'd this guy, swatted the girl off of him, and his shirt looked like Tarzan.
Yeah.
It was like, it was, that guy lost 3 fights in 10 minutes. And then, like, the girl had the audacity, like, they left, and she had the audacity to come back and be like, "Do you guys have my wallet?"
Come back the next day.
Yeah. She came back with
That's so funny. that
with
she
an
came
LA
back.
Dodgers hat.
Oh, they did actually?
She did.
She tried to sneak in? Or
Definitely, I don't know.
Disguise.
not disguise herself to get her wallet back?
Well, yeah, she disguised herself so we wouldn't be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Right.
But, like, I recognize she punched me in my head. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you look like, lady. But
You tell her to get fucked or what?
no, I think Steven found the wallet, or he said somebody like brought it over as she came back for it. But she was definitely like, she asked Logan to use the bathroom, and Logan just not paying attention to anything was like,
Of
"Yeah,
course.
sure, go
Yeah.
ahead."
Yeah, typical.
And then Chappelloni saw her like 2 feet into the patio and was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, but yeah, that was. I worked 4 days last week, and 2 of them involved fights.
Yeah, that's an eventful first week. Jeez.
Well, it's good to see Chappelloni. At least he stands up to a lady and not a rat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, lay down the law, Chappelloni. Get tough with these ladies.
So wow, Saturday sounds amazing.
Saturday, yeah, that was a
Yeah, I'm
lot.
glad I missed it.
That was a lot.
It's,
Me too.
when-
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Yeah.
That, and even like that Tripoli night, a million other things happened that, like, Ryan almost
Well, yeah, I want to hear that. Yeah.
Ryan almost beat the crap out of his DJ.
Oh, yes, I heard there was problems with Sam Tripoli's DJ.
Yeah, I guess Ryan was like in the parking lot talking to Jet Ski about something, and the DJ was like trying to get in at the back doors.
Yes, I was here for that.
Oh, then you tell it, because I
Which
wasn't
back
even here
doors?
for that.
Well, yeah, over here because he had his DJ equipment and the door wasn't open yet. And
Oh, it was early. It was early.
yeah,
Got it.
and yeah, Ryan was out in the parking lot talking with some people, and he said, "I'll go around and open it for you." And the guy was like, "No, I can do it." And then Ryan was just like, "No, I got it." He's like, "No," I'll go open it like I always do or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Ryan took it as like, "Oh, this guy's being pushy," and then he started getting in his face, and I think he called him a pipsqueak at one point.
He used pipsqueak?
Pipsqueak, yeah.
Oh my god.
And then
Such
it,
an underrated shit talk.
Well,
Yeah.
Ryan doesn't talk until it's time to
Yeah.
throw down.
Yeah, there was a lot of aggression last week.
So 90s slang. Fucking pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because he's a short guy, so
It's very fun to
did
call
fit. Yeah.
it. Yeah. And then, did he DJ both shows?
No, Ryan banned him.
Oh, he kicked it.
Well, it went for Ryan said the guy said something about his mother and called him a faggot, and it was like
No, but the guy, he was still in there though. He didn't.
He didn't DJ?
mm-mm.
Did you work?
His equipment
Sure.
stays.
Maybe his equipment stayed, but he did not. Ryan kicked him out, banned him, and called Sam and said, "That's not happening."
Oh, all right, yeah. Because initially I thought he let him in. And was like, okay.
Initially he did, but then something happened after he let him in.
Oh,
like
those-
that, I think that's
That's
when
the
the
second
guy
thing.
said something about his mother and called him the F word, and Ryan just fucking lost it. And in typical Ryan fashion, is like, "You're out," and
Yeah.
you know.
That's it's so funny because I was saying it's funny
rough
being
night for Sam,
it's funny
dude.
being friends with like there's like liberal bro stuff here where like I was talking to Ryan, I was like, Torio's covering my main room on the Tripoli show, so I don't have to talk to a bunch of like anti-vax, anti-Semite, cargo short, neck beard, like whatever. And Ryan goes, yeah, fuck those faggots.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like you're kind of on the right side of it. Like, what he means. I know I know every word he means and the sentiment.
Yeah.
And it's just funny going like hearing stuff and going like, yeah, those anti-vaxxers are retarded.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess. No,
I
don't know.
agree, but I don't want to. Yeah.
He's on the right side.
Yeah.
He means well.
It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, no, it's an interesting crossroads you find yourself at here. What else happened at Triple E's shows?
Craig Robinson ran the light by, I don't know, no less than 3.5 hours on the first show.
Yeah.
It was,
On the first show.
Yeah, it was so.
I was in hot tub time. It's just singing everything.
Yeah, it was just karaoke. For the last 20
that's how
minutes.
He kind of does
Yeah.
Don stuff. Like if Don could play a piano, like that's what he would be doing.
Yeah. He went so long that, like I said, Holtzman didn't get off till 2:10 in the morning. And I was sitting in the booth, and like, you know how loud Holtzman screams. I was fast asleep, just like burnt out. Like, it's a different, you walk a lot more as a door guy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like-
do. I get my steps in.
Yeah, you walk a lot more seeing people and then hiding from your job.
A
lot of it.
I do a lot of, as a door guy, I think it's a different kind of reading people. I think you need to know how to read someone's body language to where to put them in the room, who to put them next to or not. I pay a lot of attention to like
Like when seating, you mean? That's good. Yeah, I don't really.
I like really like I don't see like two groups that are like loud near each other. I try and space people out. You know, you kind of look at make it like a checkerboard audience. You kind of want it, you know. But
Yeah. I
Every
haven't gotten
big and I
that
see.
deep.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think
The
most door
process.
guys do.
Yeah,
It really
yeah.
bums me out that, you know.
No, that's a good skill to be able to do that.
yeah, full plates of food, but
Yeah.
I will say the servers were definitely trying to test me as far as seating goes. They were like, you can start seating and you can seat
Oh,
over
I
there.
saw them
And-
talking to you a lot that first
Yeah,
night.
and I was just like, man, I know what you're doing. You're sizing me up to see when I'm gonna
Yeah.
if I'll bend my knee.
They
or
were
not.
talking to you a bunch that
Yeah,
night. Yeah.
and then
Yeah, we were seating. They were, yeah.
I think my final. I was just like,
I'm in
to
the middle
Guam.
of seating people, and a waitress will go, "Did you know there's empty seats there?" I go, "I'm seating people."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They were just.
It's a fight every night, and
Yeah.
it's just got to stop.
Yeah.
I literally was just like, go talk to Guam. I'm just doing what he told me. This is my first night. Go talk to him about it.
Well, I'm doing rope.
No, you see.
No, you're
Oh, okay.
seating.
Good, yeah.
You imagine Guap doing rope?
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
wild.
What was it? Me, you.
He's wearing a rope. He's on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just, man, they're like fucking wolves.
Yeah, it really matters if they leave with like that $10 extra on top of $900.
Oh, yeah.
bro,
They need
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, God,
I know they
damn
tip
it,
out the
lady.
bar and everything, but
You make good money,
Yeah.
especially when we're doing 2 shows. Like,
it's okay.
I mean, they're
there's gonna
handling-
be
yeah.
one empty seat in your section.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got
It's
like
okay. Like
40 or 50 people
they pu-
each. Yeah,
they push the
make good
chairs
money.
together before the show starts. They push them closer together, and they're like, "Why aren't people sitting there?" I go, "No one can fit."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going on 3 out of 3 times of moving the chairs and then them getting moved back to a different way. I'm like, well, fucking move these goddamn chairs in if you guys gonna move them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then some of them show up and they don't move anything, and they just like, it's so you never know what
Yeah, I
you're gonna
know.
get. And then they move them too close. You're like, can you fit there? I can't fit there.
No, later because they'll move it to a worse, like the way the chairs will be awful to maneuver by. Like you did this to yourself. You
Yeah.
created this
Yeah,
for
they're
yourself.
like, sit someone there. Like, you sit there.
Yeah.
It's about half and half though with the service staff and probably door guys, like people who are cool and good at the job and people who aren't. I'd say
Yeah.
it's pretty even.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair to say.
I get along
trying to
with
be fair
everyone,
and
but
nice.
not everybody's good at their job. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. There was on Sunday. I just thought I read my notes. Sorry, on Sunday they were wheeling this guy through in his chair, and he the main guy, and there was like a lot of people around him. He had like some hangers on, and people working the event were like in there. And one guy who's like an older, clearly comedy dude who had been around a little bit, kind of on the periphery. He's in the back of the line. He's like looking around, and they're going real slowly through the hallway, and slowly he goes, "What is this? The line for the bathroom?" It was like it really got me in a very like old Jewish kind of like funny little moment of good like that. That was a lot of the humor of that night for sure. Thanks for being on the podcast, everybody. Good episode.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Luke.
If anyone has any last stories before we do plugs, anything from the week that sticks out?
No, I mean, I think that was it. It was pretty eventful.
Where can people find you online, Joe?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram.
Joe Does Pod Eats.
Yeah, Joe Marrese. And then, my podcast, Joe Code Podcast. You can check that out on all platforms.
Mm-hmm. So?
At Soul Comedy on Instagram, and then at Punching Up Show is the show I do with paid regular Steve Fury.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Instagram as well.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Amorello.
You can find me at ant.amorello on Instagram, and that's the only thing worth following for me anyways.
Mm-hmm. I'm on Twitter and Instagram, and it's light jacket season, so it's nice to wear a jacket now again. But I forgot my belt. It feels very weird. It's
annoying.
I feel
you
like
have that
I
sag.
like no watch. It's I buy the right size pants.
Destined for a weird night.
Yeah.
I don't know. One time I wore, like as a kid, you ever wear like forget your socks or something. I don't know. Anyway, you ever wear your socks into a shower? That's embarrassing. Anyway, I'm doing my that's all of my. Thanks to everybody listening all the time. Shout out if I didn't shout you out. You know who you are. Tony in the booth. Cool. And bye. See you next time.